Well, jeepers. Numbers are going up. How are we? FJ Footy, what is happening? Trimboli's in there. Hey, Gilsey, Connie Labs, everyone's. There's Leah. How's the little human doing, Leah? Leah just had a little human. So, and it's only small. Hasn't even got a job yet. Nah. But yeah, holy dolly. Heaps of people jumping. Giselle, I think I'm saying that right. How are you? I'm good. Leah Fogg. It's about time. Connie Labs is there. Hey, how are we? Saints or Tigers tonight? That is a very, 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 very good question. Well, I've got two nephews, right? One goes for the Saints, the other goes for the Tigers. So, but we've got it on in the background, and it's close. It's close. Hope the Saints get up there. That'd be pretty cool. That would be cool. Evening, Rusty. How are we? He's alright. He's a boy. Oh, Leah, come on. Come on. He's better than that. Loving the Sonic shirt. Cheers. This is Peter Alexander. So, I'm a bit of a Peter Alexander fan when it comes to pajamas. They're the only ones that do combi stuff. So, yeah. Hang on. Let's just have a look here. Let's see what happens. Everybody. I don't know. Get on the beers, mate. I got a Corona bottle. I've got the Corona bottle. Big fella.
What's going on, mate?
Not much, mate. Just jumping on board, watching a bit of a footy in the background. What about you?
Mate, I only just got home from work. I thought I seen this pop up, and I thought, I better request it.
Yeah, jump on board, mate. Jump on board and say hello to the group.
Yeah. What's been going on, mate?
Oh, not much, mate. Not much. Just sitting back, been watching some TV, and just sort of seeing how it all transpires on the box, mate. So, what's your thoughts?
Mate, I'm still laughing at last night.
Oh, mate, it was definitely interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. That's for sure. It's funny because we were actually there on the night, obviously, and then to see what bits they take from that night and piece together and make into an actual episode. So
yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, like you said, it is interesting to see how it does come across on TV. Because like you said, we were there, and there was a lot that happened, and there was a lot that maybe didn't make it air, which is 6-1, half dozen the other. But
yeah, it'll be good in a couple of months' time when we can actually say what didn't make it to air, and the events that came towards the end of that dinner party.
This is true, mate. The reason why the dinner party ended abruptly, maybe, I don't know.
I know. I was watching it going, is that it? Is it already finished? There's heaps more. What are we doing?
Yeah. But I guess they've only got I don't know how long it went for. What was it, 7:30 to 9:30 or 7 to 9:30? So they've only got a couple of hours to try and cram in a lot of footage.
They've got to smash it in there. Smash it in there. I've been going through all the memes today, like all the memes that have came out from last night, and mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a spelling competition?
Oh God. Yeah. GOHT.
Close.
Yeah, that was oh God. That'll go down for quite some time in the laughter books, that's for sure.
This is true, mate. This is true. I think it gave a few. I think it gave a few people a bit of a giggle anyway. That's for sure. So
it's yeah. No, look, at least there was a bit of a brighter side, I guess, to the dinner parties. It was a little bit more upbeat and funny last night, rather than just all out anger. There was a bit of funny moments in there. So yeah,
that's right. And it was good to actually see some other interaction as well. It wasn't just like naming and shaming, just one sort of person going after and flat out like a lot of it kind of maybe has been, I guess.
Yeah,
so it was good to share the love around a bit.
Yeah, you could say that. So anyway, enough of that topic.
Yeah, we'll move past that, mate. You got much on for the weekend?
Mate, I'm actually working. We're pretty flat out up here at the moment, so It's been raining up in Gold Coast for those people that are jumping on now and didn't know where I was. I'm up in the Gold Coast, so it's been raining here the last couple of weeks. So, now with some dry weather, we're just trying to get a lot of things done that we're on back order. So,
Yeah.
what about yourself, mate?
Oh yeah, got another bike, so I got to try and get that race ready because I'm going to try and race state titles next weekend, or try not to crash next weekend. So,
Yeah.
spend a bit of time on that.
Have you put your video of your crash on Instagram? Is it up on?
Oh, it is on Instagram, but it's back a little bit in my feed.
I
think,
so a lot of them will have to go back and check your little crash out that happened prior to, when was that? Prior to
the reunion. So
that's exactly right. So if you haven't checked it out, go on Russell's page and go check out his little motorbike crash.
Yeah, I nearly done the reunion in a cast. So yeah.
That was a talking point.
It would have been a good talking point, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm just reading some of these comments because this is the first actual live that I've done. So I'm trying to get through them.
They come thick and fast, brother. So just pick a spot and start answering.
Apparently it's pouring with rain in Melbourne. So I've just read that. Guys, I'm not going to comment about other people. I'll kind of leave. I don't really like getting into that kind of stuff. So
I don't know what you mean by about other people. I don't know.
Even Siri's having a good crack there. So
I'm sorry.
She's still talking to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else is news, Russ? This is a bit out of left field, so I wasn't really going to jump on, but now I'm kind of a little bit flustered on what actually is going on here. So
yeah. All right. We'll pick a couple here. We'll pick a couple. I can confirm I've tapped. You guys are arriving. All right, that's Ali. Cool. Let's bypass a lot of this. What'd you have for tea? Big fella?
Mate, I actually just had. You'd be impressed. I just had asparagus and steak, so a couple of eye fillets.
Oh, mate, I'm salivating over. I had chicken and chips, but I'm salivating at the moment. Oh,
yeah, getting it done.
Yeah,
chicken and chips. I thought you would have had a steak, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Usually one for a steak.
Yeah.
Jess is saying that she can hear me from the other room, so I must be pretty loud in here. Ellie's saying hello.
Oh my God.
A lot of comments about last night. So the pork, no pork belly. I tell you what, guys, I did remember that pork belly was really, really good. So. No, I don't.
Do you want my ring light? You can totally use the ring light.
I don't want your ring light.
Yeah, he does need the ring light. Bring the ring light in.
I know. It's a little bit shit lighting in here, so.
Yeah. Wait, who's Anderson Jane? Is that your aunt?
That's my auntie. So shout out to her. I did see that come up a few times. So Auntie Judy.
Cam handled himself so well. Yeah, you did well last night, Cam. I will admit, you done really well.
Yeah, look, I think I knew that I was kind of walking into a bit of a shitstorm, so just had to weather it. And, really didn't bother me what they were saying, to be honest. They could have been up there, buddy, playing in a band, and it wouldn't have bothered me at all.
What do we got here? Rusty, you speak faster than you show. Yeah, I can be simple or smart. It depends on the day.
My brother's having a comment. My brother's the ugly brother out of all of us, and he's having a comment on my looks. So. There's a question for you, Rusty. Have you found love yet? Have you been dating?
Nah. Look, love's a big word. Love's a huge word for me. That's a negative. So always looking, always just looking around and feeling the waters. But yeah, nothing in concrete, and nothing that I've changed Facebook over. If Facebook's still cool.
Yeah, no, Facebook's not cool. But I remember, this is actually for everyone out there. I remember that when we first got together before MAF started, all the guys got together and we had kind of like a briefing day. And I remember Rusty coming in and asking everyone, what's a DM? He didn't know what a DM was. So I think everyone looked around the room and thought, is this guy serious? He doesn't know what a DM is. So I'm sure by now he's learnt quick and fast what a DM is.
Yeah, I've worked it out. And the other funny thing was, we were sitting in the room, and someone actually hit me up about how many Instabook followers I had, and I had like 138. And I thought I was like awesome. Like, I knew heaps of people.
Oh, that cracks me up. Didn't even know what a DM is, and here he is doing lives and Q&As.
This is crazy.
So,
what have we got? Let's see what some questions we got. Here's one for you. How much has your life changed since being on maths?
to be honest, my life hasn't changed at all. It's actually good. I live a simple life and I live a quiet life, and it's good that it's kind of gone back to. It got a little bit hectic there, when it kind of started airing on TV, but it went back to normal pretty quickly, which is good. I don't really get recognised all that much out, or I think I get recognised, but I don't think anybody acts on it or doesn't say anything to me, which is it's not a bad thing, because I'm still a little bit. I'm not used to used to people coming up to me and stuff like that. So I would say it hasn't really changed at all, which is good. What about yourself? You get noticed down there?
Adelaide. So every now and then I get recognised like by a few people, but yeah, not as crazy as some of the other guys would be. But yeah, every now and then I can go out and people will go, "Oh, you're the guy from the show," and it's like, I don't know, am I? And they're like, "Yeah, you are." So yeah, it is a little bit different. It is cool, but like I always take time out to have a chat to people and stuff like that. If they want to have a chat, if they want to ask questions. Obviously, I can't answer if they're going to hit questions up that are covered by the contract. Well, I won't answer it, but yeah. So,
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I'm all for people coming up. It's just sometimes you're not used to it. It kind of startles me a little bit, and I don't. You just kind of you get taken off guard a little bit. So, yeah.
Here's another one for you, mate. Is maths planned?
Look, I don't think I can answer that. That's not really. I'll answer that in a few months.
Yeah, right.
We'll put that one on the back burner.
Yeah, we'll put that one on the back burner.
State champs next week, Rusty, obviously.
Yeah. So basically, and the problem is with that, the track I'm racing next week, they've actually got a round of the Australian title there as well. So all the quick guys are coming over. So basically, instead of me finish like, say, 17 out of 16 riders, I'll probably finish like 58 out of 40 and get lapped like 68 times in a 5-lap race. So, but it should be fun.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's all right. That's good.
Here we go. Hello from Germany. We've got a Canadian in there. Jeepers, we're all around the world.
It's actually funny that it's funny how much of a reach maths does have. The amount of messages I've been getting from all parts of the world, and it's crazy to think that people are even I wouldn't say I'd use the term entertained by it lightly, but people are tuning in to watch it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of them things. The thing that I find strange though is like you be out somewhere, and like I'm not trying to stereotype the type of people that watch the show, but you'll get like this big buff bikey looking dude come up and go, "You're the guy from Married at First Sight," and it's like, how do you know? And it's like, oh, because my missus watches it. I'm like, if she watches it, how do you know that I'm the guy?
In other words, he's watching it. His missus is in the background. She wants to watch something else, but he wants to watch it.
That's right. And like, it's cool. Like, it's cool to have them chats. But yeah, you just sort of catch them out a bit at the start when they're like, oh yeah, my missus makes me watch it. Yeah,
right. It's funny. That's actually another thing. Getting back to the and getting noticed and stuff like that. I have a few blokes at work come up to me and they're like, "We've worked together before," and they can't figure out it's stump. You see them in their brain trying to figure out where they've seen me before. They're like, "No, we must have worked together," and I'm like, "Yeah, must have, mate. Must have been on one of the sites."
Yeah. Here's one. What did you have for dinner at the dinner parties? It was different each time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, because I remember there was a salmon one, because I remember that was that story about you and salmon.
Yeah. So you guys didn't know all that though, did you? Like until it came up on the telly that I'd never eaten salmon.
No, I knew that because of like I'd spoken to Beth about you and like your wedding and stuff like that, and that got brought up.
Yeah.
So
What else we got here? We got heaps. Hey, there's a few Dan Andrews comments. That's standard.
I heard you talking last night on your live, and you said that he's had a few interviews where he's actually mentioned your name.
Yeah, so he got interviewed by a couple of people, like the FM people, I don't know, like SAFM or I don't know what it's called in Melbourne, and they've hit him up and they've gone, "Have you heard of this guy named Russell?" And he's like, "Yeah, my kids have brought it to my attention. Even the wife's making jokes about it. Yeah, like I feel sorry for the dude having to walk around looking like me, and he's copped it a few times. So I don't feel so bad now being called Dan Andrews because he must be getting called Russell. So that works for me."
Yeah, but he was pretty hated in Melbourne there for a long time, so I don't know if it's a good thing.
No, I still haven't gone to Victoria yet. I don't know what's going to happen if I do. That's for sure. So, here we go. What was your best moment during the experiment, Cam?
Leaving.
Wait, where'd you go on your honeymoon?
We went to Casuarina Beach up towards Tweed Heads.
Yeah, right. Well, it was all good up there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, we got some pretty good weather, but I was obviously, we were fighting the whole time, so we had a couple of days that were all right, and that was about it.
Yeah. So we went down south. I think it's called Tilpa, Bermagui, Bateman's Bay. I'm trying to think of places I can remember, but I don't really know. But yeah, same sort of deal. Like, it was pretty good, like really good countryside down there. Like, yeah.
Here's one that I do want to answer because it's actually come up a few things. It says, "Why did someone having kids bother you?" And the answer is, it didn't bother me at all. Kids don't define a person at all. There was probably they got brought up how many times in every conversation, but they didn't change. They didn't bother me. I'm open to having kids, and I'm open to being with somebody with kids. I think it didn't bother me at all. So
no,
I think it did make it out like it did bother me. That didn't bother me. That wasn't an issue. So
yeah, and saying that as well, it is like, without going too much into what happens to get on the show, that is one of the questions as well that you're asked, and you can either go either way on that. So yeah, you handle that really well.
Did I watch previous seasons of Maths? I actually love Maths. I've watched it since day dot. So
you're the big guy in the shopping centre that stops someone like me.
That's exactly right. The one that I go, my missus watches it. Yeah, I'm only watching it. It's it's on the TV. I just walk past it and I catch a glimpse of it. I'm like, I'm getting the popcorn out. I'm watching it. So.
Here we go. Do you guys know Berwick and Melbourne? No, I don't know that. Dan Andrews twin, something different. Russell, when we're getting on the beers, who's Dan M. Dunne? Is that, are you related to him?
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
Russell, when do you get on the beers? Generally on a weekend. This weekend I'm going to a party, so there'll probably be one or two brewskis kicking around that night, that's for sure. Here you go. Here's one for you. What's your favourite beer, Cam?
Geez, I don't know. I actually like going to little pubs and just trying their house beers or even trying their their little craft beers. So depends on what the weather's doing and everything. I think for what type of beer I usually have. If it's warm, I don't even mind a cider. So
yeah, for sure. Me, I've been jumping on the Pirate Life stuff, man. It's like an Adelaide brewery.
Oh yeah.
They sponsor Port Adelaide as well, like the footy team. So, mate, look after the people that look after the team you go for. So that's my theory. Russell, how do you feel about Dan Andrews' comments? It doesn't really bother me. I did hear it a couple of times on the show at the start, and that it didn't make sense to me. I'm from Adelaide. We don't watch Dan Andrews at all. So
the Bucks night, that's all that was said. You were constantly, you kept on getting in trouble because you were called Dan Andrews all the time.
That's right. That's right. They came in and said, "No, you can't call him that because we can't use it."
Yeah.
Oh.
I keep
Cam,
on
you should go on the
these
backside.
lives. I keep on forgetting that these lives go out to everyone on your Instagram. Like, there's people watching here that I don't even know. So,
Oh yeah, no, they could be from my side over here.
yeah, that's exactly right. We could be mixing and matching. It says, who's your best mate on maths? I get along with I get along with the majority of the people that were on the show. Um, who do I still talk to? I still talk to Johnny. Johnny's a legend. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Brett, another top bloke. So I still talk to Bryce. Yeah, Jace. So yeah, what about
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah. I still talk to a few people. Like, I actually spoke to Beth earlier tonight or earlier this afternoon. Speak to Jamie. Speak to Georgia. Speak to who I spoke to Jace the other day. Yeah, spoke to Pat. I've spoke to Jake a few times. I've actually got Jake's clothing brand, that SPK Speak. I'm actually
Yeah.
putting that on my bike this year.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really good. It's actually a really good brand, and the story behind it too is they do donate back to charities. So it's
yeah,
if you're guys, if you're out there, that's a little bit of a plug for SPK Speak Clothing. So
yeah.
get on it or check it out.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Just there's heaps of comments. I'm slow with this.
Mate, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it anyway. So I'm not going to answer every comment, but I do appreciate the love that's coming through.
Yeah, no, for sure.
There's one for me. Cam, did you know Jess before becoming housemates with her? And the answer is no. So what happened is obviously I moved up here. I didn't want to go back to Victoria because of restrictions. I thought stuff that. So I moved up here. I knew her brother. And it just happened that her brother and Jess Jess and her brother were living together, and that's how I moved in. So
Yeah. Awesome. And what series was she on? She was on this show, wasn't
season
she?
5, yes, season 5. I'll probably be corrected if someone knows. I think it was season 5.
I guess you can't really say too much over this bit, but from what she sort of explained to what you know, is it similar like throughout the whole way, like from how they did it then to how we did it?
Yeah, I'll probably leave that one for a few more months, and
Yeah,
we can do a tell-all then.
yeah, right. Here's one, Rusty. Would you marry a cut of meat? Well,
It depends how well it was cooked.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But see, the one thing I do have, like, once you've got the meat, you can also like use the rest of it and like put it on the ground. So yeah, don't know if marrying it is the go, but I utilise a lot of the animal.
That's the go, mate. I grew up on a farm, we didn't grow up in a farm. We grew up close enough to being on a farm, and would always come home from school, and there'd always be an animal hanging in the garage, drying out that dad was ready to butcher.
Yeah, yeah. Here's one, Rusty. What's in that bottle? This is actually the Corona bottle. I know the words are back to front, but this is the bottle when you used to buy a box of Corona.
Yes, yeah.
To stop the plastic going into the ocean and killing dolphins and stuff. So I bought this, and this is what I drink out of when I'm at home. So that's only water in there, or at least that's what I'm telling you.
There's a good question, and I think I can answer this one. It says, how much alcohol was drank at the dinner parties? Now, the answer that I'll give is the dinner parties are still followed by an RSA, guys, so they've still got to be pretty strict with how much alcohol you can consume, and they do cut people off. So, I've heard a few people say, they just feed everyone alcohol and get them really pissed. That's not the case. It's pretty strict on an RSA. So,
yeah, and they're not shy on coming in and going no. Like you can't beg like you are at a nightclub. Go, oh, just one more, and they give you one. They come in and go, yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's pretty well governed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He's Brett a Melbourne boy. Brett is sure is a Melbourne boy. He's from Geelong, so
yeah.
I hope Johnny and Kerry get married in real life, guys. I actually hope they do too, because they are the together as you know, individuals, they are amazing people, and then as a couple, they, you know, just complement each other. They're perfect together.
Yeah, yeah. And from what I've seen from them as well, they're just good humans. Like they're just, you know, they're not there to belittle people, berate people, or have a crack at people. They're not there to cause drama. They're just good people, and they go well together.
Yeah, they do, and they just so much love for those two. They are such nice people.
Yeah, yeah. Hang on, Rusty, do you like vegans? Oh, look, I'm not against vegans. Anyone can have their own opinion on what they do with an animal, whether they choose to eat it or not. It doesn't bother me, but it makes it. It's not a lifestyle choice that I choose to follow. So I think that answers that after what I've done on the show.
Yeah, that's fair. We can go back. Okay, there's a question, and if you got asked to go back to, because you weren't successful in love on maths, and you got asked to go back next year, would you consider it or would you do it?
Oh, mate, it would have to depend on the time. It would have to, for me, everything's a timing thing. Knowing what I know now, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe. Don't know. See, because I'd never seen the show before this season, so I went from never seeing an episode to being on it. And
never knowing what a DM is, never seen an episode
not
of
knowing what
maths.
a DM is. Like, we're going to a dinner party, and it's like, what's this? You know, like, this is not my version of a dinner party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had Beth explaining to me what a commitment ceremony was the day of it. She's like, this is where, like, if you say leave and I say leave, we both go. I'm like, what happens if I say leave? No, then you got to stay. What?
Yeah, that's not the go. When I want to leave, I want to leave. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, if I say I want to go, like, I'm not saying I want to go just to hang around. Like, it's not reverse psychology. Like, this is what I want to do. So, yeah. Would I go on again? Maybe. What about you?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. No, probably not now. It's a bit fresh. The trauma's still there. I still cry myself to sleep.
In the fetal position at night.
Nah, look, I don't know. I guess it would just have to be dependent on where I was in life, and depends on where I was doing that during that time, and to see whether I do it or not.
Yeah, here's one for you. How old are you, mate? How old are you both? I'm 37.
I'm 32, going on 33 this year.
Yeah, oh shit, that makes me 38 this year. That makes me older.
Yeah. What about, no, I can't say that. I will wait. There's so many things that I'm like, I go to say it, and then I'm like, I better not. I'm not even going to dance around it. I just better not, so.
Yeah. Match. Who would you have loved to be matched with instead of the ones? Oh, wait, we'll leave that one because that's a hypothetical. That's a bit hard. Rusty, the new honey badger on The Bachelor. Yeah, no, I've gone through that before. I haven't got the head for TV. I'm surprised they put me up there to start with, eh? So,
you should have been on radio. You should have taken Bryce's spot.
Pretty well, mate. Like, that's what my head works for, and my inside voice is rather loud. So, yeah.
There's one for you, and I actually like this question. Do you guys generally want to get married and settle down?
Yes. Yeah. So I'd love to get married and settle down. I would love to have kids. But I'm not saying that is my be all and end all, and I'm going to go make it happen now. It's got to be right though.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
Yeah, mate. I want kids. Fuck, I'd have kids tomorrow if I could. So yeah, definitely. I want the whole, like, I'd love to be married and love to have kids and be starting that chapter of my life rather than the chapter where you still got that to look forward to. I'd rather have that and then looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's one. Oh, wait. There's one, Rusty. You're going to Fink Desert Race. Nah, I'm not going to Fink. I'd love to ride it one day, but my abilities won't let me. Here's one. What sport? Do you play any sports, Cam? Are you a sports person?
I'm not anymore. I used to be pretty successful during in sports, in both swimming, would you believe, and soccer. So
I wouldn't have picked you as a swimmer.
No, that's I had asthma as a young kid, so we got into swimming, and Yeah, some early starts in the morning just wasn't my forte. So
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Cam, fan in the Philippines. Mate,
Philippines. Hello,
you're all over the
hello
world here,
from.
brother.
Do you guys not worry about past partners or encounters spilling out? Guys, there's two sides of every story. That's all I'm going to say. And sometimes, people don't like seeing other people succeed. So, I don't really, past is a past for a reason. We learn from our past and we move on.
That's right. And a lot of the time it takes a bigger person not to have to go up and justify anything or say anything. Because a lot of the times people will say things just to put themselves in the spotlight by trying to put someone, by taking them out the spotlight. And yeah, like you said, mate, there's always two sides to every story. Just leave it where it is. That's my theory as well.
That's exactly right. And it's the same as these, it's the same as like, what people see, I guess, what people see on TV and what people hear and all the rest of it. There's always two sides to every story. So, unless definitely, yeah, it is what it is.
That's right. Unless 100%, 100%. Oh, jeepers, they're just jumping up again. Bodyboarder,
do you both still have your wedding suits and rings?
I've still got my suit. I actually plan on wearing it to the races because I don't own that many fancy clothes.
I don't know if I should. I've still got my suit, but I don't know where my wedding ring went.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know where it went. I know it didn't get thrown. That was someone else's ring got thrown at me at a dinner party. But yeah.
Yeah. There's my dog. Hey, Targo. Jess. Let me throw a pillow.
Ha.
That stopped them. Yeah, I've still got my suit. Like I said, plan on wearing it to the races, maybe. My wedding ring I've still got. It's in its little box thing. Not too sure what to do with it at the moment, but it's there. So I don't know. Here's what it is. It only fits like one finger, and I can't put it on the other hand because I generally bust that as well. So, yeah.
There's a few that I can't answer, guys. If we've skipped over a few of them to do with the show itself, it's probably a reason. Ask us again in another couple of months.
That's right. That's right. Did the expert?
There's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Do you think being on Married at First Sight has impacted the chance of getting a girlfriend?
Look, I don't. When I didn't have one before, I don't think it can hinder it.
You just blame the show now. Yeah, no, the only reason I don't have a girlfriend is because of the show.
but pretty well. I mean, it's like when you go fishing, right? I don't know if any of you guys out there go fishing, but you can just you can put a copper.
I love your analogies, so this is going to be great.
Yeah, throw it over, and that's it. But if you want to bring the fish in, you need to get some burley out there, right? So I figure Married at First Sight's like a bit of burley, just floating in the water there in case one of the little fishies decide to swim along and wants to jump on. But yeah, it can't hurt in my theory. Oh, I don't think it can, but I don't know. I got no idea.
My answer to that would be, look, if people want to get to know you, they'll get to know you for who you are and not, for what you might have come across as on the show. So yeah, that's all I've got to say to that.
Yeah.
Mushroom or pepper sauce?
Sorry?
Mushroom or pepper sauce?
Oh, I'd go pepper. I don't like fungus.
Really?
Nah, man. Nah, look, I've eaten a sponge before with the scour on top as a dare, and that tasted better than mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, can't do them, mate. Like, there's a reason they don't see the sun, and they're just horrid. Yeah. Hang on, here's one for you. I did see it before. Do you have to buy all your own clothes, or are they supplied?
Yeah, we buy our own. They are all our own clothes. So, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not going to comment on people's wardrobes, but They are our own
Some
clothes.
people paid for what they wore.
I'm just
what
going to
they're wearing,
say
they paid money for that.
they are our own clothes. That's exactly right. So
Yeah, yeah. And like all the ones I was wearing, like I've got them in the wardrobe hanging up because I wouldn't normally wear them.
yeah.
There's some strange clothes. All I know is the smaller the logo, the more expensive the shirt. So if it's got a big logo, it's cheaper. If it's got the tiny little like horseman, that's an expensive shirt. I know that much.
You got a few favourites coming through there, Russ.
Oh, there's a couple. Oh, here's one. Another question. All these shows normally get all the socialites or contact socialites and all that. Do they ever get average girl? I'll take that out from the average girl to the average guy. I'll talk about myself here. So, me, I'm an absolute potato. All right. I had 138 people on this Instabook thing. I didn't even know how to log into it before the show. Like it was on the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was cool. I thought Facebook was still cool. That's what I thought everyone used. So I don't think they go for just the someone with a name brand behind them or like, more than 100 people following them or stuff like that. I think they generally do try and look at the human that they're putting on there. That's my sort of take on it. Like I just look at it and go, if I got on there, anyone can get on there.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're just people from all different walks of life. Like there's, it's a bit of a mix when you look at it. When you look at the broad spectrum. So James, I did see James. James, how are you, mate? We would join you in, but you can only join two. It's only two people at a time. They need to have the three-way going on.
I don't know. I don't know how we can do that. I've got no idea.
My battery's really low anyway, so James might be able to join in after this, and then everyone can have a good chat to James.
Yeah.
If you could go on any TV show apart from Maths, which show would you prefer to be on?
Oh, look, this is going to sound so bad, but I actually reckon I'm pretty good with Lego, eh? I'd be pretty good at that Lego one.
Yes, I want to do that cube. The cube one where you got the ball and you got to throw it in like the... Yes. Or I wouldn't mind the Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, see, I've had mates that do that, and I haven't got the body or the willpower to want to get behind to do that. I don't know. The other one's like SAS and that. To me, that just looks like hard work.
Actually, I tell you what. If SAS, I'd do SAS 100%. Yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. Like I love putting my body through torture. That would be ultimate.
Yeah, but other than that, it's hard, especially once you've done sort of a bit of reality, like a bit of TV world, knowing how it's sort of put together. Like, has it changed? If you watch TV, has it changed the way you watch any reality TV show since being on it?
I
don't know if I've broken this or... I don't know. I don't know if Cam's talking here, guys. I'm not too sure. Looks like we've got technical issues here. Unless his phone's died, but I think his phone's died. Right, all right, let's fire some questions here. What do we got? James, okay. Cam, you single? Can't answer that. Three ways better, yep. Well, Aussie accent overload, yeah. Why Chappelle on TV? Couldn't answer that one. Would you both do Big Brother? Oh, Big Brother, that'd be different. That's where you're sort of locked into a room. So, yeah, that's where you're sort of locked into a room and not really too sure how I'd go with that. Where's James? Is James back? Rusty would be amazing on Big Brother. Oh, cheers, Rusty. What happened? Not too sure. His phone must have died. You lost him. I must have somehow broke the internet with it. I don't know how. Cam's battery died. Frozen arm, died. Cam's phone died. There we go. You lost him. I know. I broke it. I don't know what I did here. Where's James? Is James still there? Big Susler. There we go. Let's see what we can do here. Oh. Just wait. Hey, Taco, Jess.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. How are you? Oh, we
Go
got
on,
you.
Rusty boy.
How are you, mate?
How are you, buddy? What's happening, mate?
Oh, not much, mate. Not much. Just. I was having a chat with Cam, but then his phone died. So.
How you been?
Yeah. I've been good, mate. What about you?
Oh, just working hard, mate. You know.
Yeah.
Plodding away, doing the usual.
That's the go. Got much planned for the weekend coming up?
I got my kids this weekend, so looking forward to spend some time with them.
Yeah.
And just spend some quality time. The weather's been a bit crap in Melbourne, so we'll see how the weather pans out. And a bit of swimming, indoor swimming, bit of bike riding, your favourite.
Awesome.
The usual stuff.
Awesome. Mate, we're getting smashed with questions here.
Oh, yeah. We should answer some questions, shouldn't we? How we go?
All right. Here's
What
one.
cologne is James wearing? At the wedding. That was Bulgari Black, I think it was.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
The
kids are 11 and 8.
Yeah. Aren't you watching mass reruns?
Thank
No,
you.
we've sort of done it, and then to us, this is the reruns that's on TV. How old are your kids?
Oh, yeah. Lots of questions. We can't keep up with how old are the kids? Answered that already.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Here we go, James. What part of Turkey are you from?
Well, I'm from Melbourne, Australia, born and bred, but my parents are from Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Yeah. The big Istanbul, the big city. I've been there I've lived there for 2 years when I was 21, so it's quite a life-changing experience. Actually, it's good fun.
Yeah. How the kids have done that?
Get my glasses, yeah.
Yeah, mate, and they come up quick.
Being on maths, what lesson has it taught you? Oh wow, that's a good question. I think it's taught me to always never stop learning about yourself and to come out bigger and better and on the other end. I actually learned a lot about myself and experience. I don't know if you did, Rusty. Did you learn about yourself? I did.
Yeah, it did. It helped highlight a few things in my life that I was probably a little bit not skeptical about, but like I couldn't really answer for myself. Whereas the experience helped solidify a lot of things of what I need and what I want. Yeah. So it did help me a lot, especially with myself. Yes, correct.
I found it to be a bit like a pressure cooker, isn't it? You're sort of in a confined space and area, and you're getting all sorts of questions thrown from all different angles. You got the experts questioning you. You got and you got your partner that you sometimes obviously don't get along with, and it makes the challenge even twice as hard. The experiment. Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, the best way to probably explain to these guys would be, 1 month on the experiment would be like a year or less, like more than a year than out in the real world. Because like out in the real world, you start dating someone, you don't move in with them straight away. You know what I mean? Whereas we sort of bypassed all of that, what you'd normally do when you first meet someone, and gone straight into, hey, let's get married. Right, now you're 24/7 living with each other. So, yeah,
it's like
it is different.
Yeah, it's like the express train, isn't it? It's like those bullet trains as opposed to the V lines in Melbourne. It's like everything's 100 times faster.
Yeah. Oh, here's one for you, James. Best car you have ever driven? Oh,
wow. Best car. Well, what do you define as the best as the most expensive? I think it was the best cars in my personal favourite.
What's your personal favourite? Personal favourite?
I'm a Lamborghini man. I said that on the show. I've always have been. I love Lamborghinis. I mean, there's lots of other beautiful cars, but Lamborghini is my personal favourite. They look great. They sound amazing, and they're just a whole lot of fun to drive.
Mate, I see the problem with that is I can't even spell Lamborghini to Google what they look like. So.
It Just put Lambo for short. Lambo.
Yeah, I would. But saying that, I have.
Hang on,
I
hang
have
on, mate.
driven.
I'll make it easy for you, Rusty. You like lamb, don't you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know how to
Just
cook lamb.
just put an O at the end.
Oh, lamb, and then mate, I'm done. Sweet.
easy done.
Easy, man. Oh wow! I did once fix a Lamborghini, but it was a Lamborghini tractor. So
Yes,
yeah.
actually, that's how Lamborghini started. They first started making tractors. That's a funny story, that.
That's exactly right, mate.
And-
I reckon it was like a 1930s or 1940s tractor, and I fixed one a long time ago. So
Just a quick
Yeah.
little side story. So the guy that owned Lamborghini tractors, he went to buy a car off Enzo Ferrari, and he bought a Ferrari off Enzo Ferrari, and then he went back to Enzo and said, "Look, you can improve this car. Here's some little feedback." And Enzo, I think it's Enzo Ferrari, he said, "What would you know about supercars? Leave supercars to us. You keep making tractors." And he insulted him. So then the owner of Lamborghini tractors, he said, "You know what? Stuff you're going to start making. I'm going to go opposition to you. Start making these supercars and start making Lamborghinis." That's how it started. True story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
well, all right. Oh, good here.
Do you keep in contact with any of the girl contestants on the show? Do you, Rusty?
I speak to a few of them, mate. I do. But see, saying that, like, I was Switzerland throughout the whole show. Like, I was neutral. I didn't pick sides, didn't pick fights. I didn't, you know what I mean? So I still, yeah, I speak to a few of them. I speak to Beth. Spoke to Georgie the other day. Spoke to Jamie. Who else? I spoke to Belinda not long ago. Yeah. So I still speak to a few of them.
Yeah. James didn't get a fair go. Thank you. Both in relationships. TBA. You need to come to Germany. No speed limit on the autobahn. I've been in Germany, actually, the autobahn.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. Love
Right.
Germany.
Rusty, what do you drive? I drive a Porsche Amarok. It's not a Porsche, it's a Volkswagen. But a Volkswagen owned Porsche, so technically it's a Porsche. But you know, it's just a Volkswagen Amarok, just for you.
Yeah, they're good cars, those Amaroks.
Yeah.
I can't see this commission. Let me this up. Right. What we got here? Rusty, shout out Adelaide Tarps. Adam Listener.
Oh, Adelaide Tarps. Oh, I should be catching up with them guys tomorrow. They're doing some bits for me, them guys.
Are they?
Yeah. They're like the best tarp people on the planet, man. Like in Adelaide, you need anything made out of tarpy stuff, they're the guys, and they make up some cool stuff. Like some stuff that I sell into the mines as well. Like it's really cool.
Go check that out, Rusty.
That's it.
James, returning maths guest. Never say never.
That's right. That's
Jamie,
right.
Joe cut your hair on the show. No, she didn't cut my hair. Thank God for that. So female Sam is amazing. This is going too fast. Can you read this, Rusty?
Right, I'm trying to keep up. I did see a dirt bike one. What dirt bike do you have? Me, I've got a gas trials bike and a Husky 350 and a POE 50. Just sold RNZ 450. Just sold a CRF 250.
Thank you.
Gee, it's hard to keep up, isn't it?
It's going so fast. We're just going to pick one and just, hello, James. Rusty, you're the best on the show. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Absolute cup of tea, James. Thank you. I in car business and other stuff as well. Thank you. Nice compliments there, Rusty. There you go.
There we go, mate. There is a lot of compliments, that's for sure. Thank you.
Favorite food? Seafood. I love seafood. Absolutely love seafood. Salmon, yeah. Rusty's favorite salmon. Yeah.
Everyone knows what salmon is except for me. Everyone knows what it tastes like except for me.
Rusty. Single TBA.
Yeah. And you say to line everybody ready to go. I'm not in my Dan Andrews mode at the moment. It's hard to do that when I'm trying to read the little words.
Favorite Lamborghini. My actual favourite Lamborghini, believe it or not, is not the latest one. It's probably the Gallardo, the 13 rear-wheel drive Gallardo. It's a bit more of a racing car. You can throw it around. The new ones are great. The Huracan's great, and so is the Aventador. But the Gallardo, I can find you can sort of drive more like a race car. It's a proper race car.
Wait, is it Lamborghini question for you, right? When you go to the Lamborghini dealer, right, and a new one comes over, who is the first person to pronounce how it's supposed to be said? Or does someone just make it up and everyone roll with it?
The first what? Sorry?
Like the first pronunciation of the word, like you've just said the Colorado or Galliano. I'm assuming it's not Sambuca, so we'll just call it Galliano. Right? Like, when it lands in Australia, does Lamborghini fly someone over to go, look, it's pronounced this way? Or do they ring up? Or do they just, like, give you the words and you guess?
I could probably answer that question, Rusty. So Lamborghinis are all named after famous bullfighters. So they're all matadors. That's why the Lamborghini, the bull symbol. Yeah. And the bullfighters, the famous bullfighters like the Gallardo, the Murcielago, the Huracan, the Aventador, they're all famous bullfighters. Famous back in, yeah. So they named after them. That's why the bull symbol.
Yeah, right. Because there's like, them, all their names are like the triple word score on Scrabble, like, and I'd be no good at it. I would never be able to order. I'll walk in and go, give me the this one, the Mario Brother car. I don't know how
just walk in and say, give me a Lambo. That's it. Lamb with the O.
Yeah, give me the lamb bow. I want the lamb with the bow. Give me that one. Give me a red one, and it'll be fast. That's what I want. So,
favorite Lamborghini color is definitely not yellow. It's black, Tommy. Just like what else we got here?
Where do you like travel? Me, I've been lucky enough. I've travelled a lot of places. I went to the shops this afternoon. Got chicken and chips. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Where's your favourite destination on earth you've been to, James?
My favourite destination. There's lots of places, but I like the States. I mean, Australia's a beautiful place we live in. That's hands down without any doubt. But America's nice. Europe, Italy. I love Italy. I love the food. I love the culture. The people are really nice. There's lots of places. Yeah. Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Greek islands are nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, jeepers. Someone gave you $100 to eat a well done steak, would you? Yeah, I would. I actually cook my steak well done sometimes. A lot of the time.
Already answered that one. I was thinking, who's your favourite worker? Who's the name of the bestest friend? Oh, God. These questions are like, what's going on, guys? Come on, throw some good questions. Throw some people that want to know some answers. Ask the hard questions. These are just surface. Let's dig deep.
Yeah, but we can only dig so deep to a contract, and then from there we got to dig back up again.
Come on, Rusty. You're in the mining business. You know how to dig deep, don't you?
All right, here we go. Do you start filming from us as soon as you wake up? Are you filmed all day? You are filmed from when the cameras are there until they leave. That's probably the easiest way to answer that.
Yeah.
Do you agree with people when they call you Dan Andrews? Oh, here's what, James. Do I look like Dan Andrews?
Oh, I wouldn't have noticed. No. First I've heard that.
But same with me. Still yet to work out who they're talking about. Oh
my God. Single James. Everyone keeps asking the same question. Bryce, genuine loyal person. I don't mind Bryce. Look, I hang out. I was with Bryce on the weekend and Jason. I know he comes across a certain way on the show, and obviously his partner's got a lot to do with that himself. But off camera, he's actually not a bad bloke to hang out with. Yeah.
I haven't had the opportunity to catch up with him or hang out with him or anything. But saying that as well, I'm the only person from Adelaide, so I haven't really had a chance to catch up with anyone, to be honest.
Dan Andrews is a spunk. Wow. You're obviously not from Melbourne, that person who wrote that. Is math scripted? I get that question a lot, Rusty.
Oh, mate.
Do you get that question a lot? Is it scripted?
100%. Is it scripted, and are we actors? Right?
No.
And I guess the best way to put it, if we were actors, how bad at acting are we? We've never been on anything. You can't Google us. And we've never been on TV before. So if we were actors, we're pretty bad at our job, right? And as for scripted, look, it's the furthest thing from scripted. What people say is what they have said. No one comes up and says, here's a piece of paper, read this. It's everything comes from that person.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. We definitely can't act, that's for sure. No, it's not scripted at all, guys. It's not. But you do get provoked in certain ways to do things and say things, but no one says to you, go and say this or go and do that. You just get provoked, and we're just human beings. We react. We're emotional creatures, and we just say things sometimes without thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that question?
Yeah, that's answered that one well. Wow,
This is a match on the show. I don't know if I don't look. All the girls are lovely on the show. They're all amazing people, and they all know.
It's hard to answer that because you can't.
I wasn't really attracted to anyone on the show. I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know. What about you, Rusty? Who would you have rather?
To be honest, like both me and Beth spoke about this when we were on the experiment, and it's one of the things. It's hard to answer because until you're in that scenario with that other person, you don't know how anyone's going to react. So it makes it really hard to go, oh, I wish I was with so and so, or I wish I was with this person. I wish I was with them, because you don't know if they would have reacted the same way as what you're experiencing or what they're doing now. So it's very hard to answer. I think that's the best way to talk around in circles on that one.
Someone asked about the Alessandra joke just then, the kiss on the cheek, Alessandra. That was me being a bit silly. Now that I look back, it was just Joe and I were in a bad place. It was a bit of a joke. Joe and I were in a bad place, and I thought I'll just try to line up the mood, and it didn't really go as planned. So made a bit of a bum out of myself in that one. But
yeah, well, here's one. Bryce is an actor. Home and Away. I don't know. I've never seen Home and Away. I don't think that's his career. Just quietly, I don't think that's how he made. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain Big Alfie, is it Alf Stewart? Fairly certain him and Alf aren't best mates either. So
I think Bryce will get a lot of offers after this show to do lots of shows.
Yeah.
Can you hook me up a car from Wedding from Brisbane? I'll see what I can do. Amy, I'll make some calls for you.
I've got disco lights in the background. No disco lights, but just got the footy on. And if you're interested in the footy, St Kilda's not looking like they're going to win. They're down a bit.
Go the Blues. Go the Mighty Blues.
Oh, it's Richmond and St Kilda tonight, but yeah.
We're going all right.
Carlton support. So,
yeah, we had 2 wins, the last 2 wins. So if we win this week.
Wow, that's like 3 in 3 years for you guys.
It's probably the most 2 wins we had in the last 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
But you know what I say? In the Carnage, you ain't as good as your last sale. So in the footy, you ain't as good as your last
right.
pick. So we're on a high at the moment.
Mate, you guys will be hoping for another repeat of COVID just to stop the league so you can be on top.
Don't be like that, Rusty. We're going all right.
Yeah. Mate, I might have to come over to Victoria and shut you down if you keep this up.
Yeah, you're good at that. Hey, I'm going to take a couple more questions and shoot off, guys, because I need to do my soup's getting cold. What else we got? Go, Rusty. You take the next question. I'll take the last one.
All right, Russell. Has it changed your outlook on food? What's your thoughts on avocado now? Don't eat avocado either. Don't like it. It's green and it's a paste. It's not good. The only thing that should be spread on toast is Vegemite, and that is it. I don't understand people's love for avocados. I don't get it. The wrong flavour. It needs to be deep fried and wrapped in something.
Can you deep fry avocado?
Can you deep fry anything, mate? I've got 2 deep fries. I'll deep fry anything.
What we should do, Rusty, here's an idea for you. Maybe next time we'll do one of these chats. We'll get an avocado, we'll put in batter, and we'll deep fry it. See how that turns out. Mate, you might have a new passion. You might have a new recipe called the Rusty Avocado.
Mate, I reckon that'll work because
we should try
avocado's like mushy. But if you can make it, if you make it crispy, oh,
Yeah,
mate.
mate. If you can deep fry a Mars bar in batter, why can't you deep fry an avocado?
100%. 100%. Is an avocado got that nut in the middle or that ball thing, the seed? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you take. I suppose we can take that out or leave it in there and just sort of work around it.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
try to
give
go.
it a shot.
That's a challenge for you, Rusty. Let's do that. Have a deep fried avocado.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do it online. We'll do it live online.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we got here? I think you're born a narcissist. Would you go on The Bachelor? No, I would not go on The Bachelor, but thanks for asking.
Yeah.
I don't like your wife. She was mean. No comment.
Yeah. When was Mass filmed? I caught this a lot. When was it filmed? How long ago? And the best way to answer that, it was filmed long enough ago to still be relevant today. So we were still doing filming this year.
Yeah, that's a good answer. What soup am I having? I'm having a chicken soup with vegetables because I've been feeling a bit run down the last few days. I think a bit tired and a bit run down. So I'm having some pick-me-up soup, chicken soup with lots of garlic and ginger and vegetables in there and noodles. So on that note, Rusty, I'm going to love you and leave you. Great to see you.
Done, mate.
Thanks for the questions. And Rusty, we need to do that deep fried avocado.
That we will, mate. That we will. We'll have to look into that. We'll make it happen. That's for sure.
You might find a new passion, a new love for vegetable avocados.
Yeah, look, let's not get too excited here, right? Look, we're going to try it. Right? I tried salmon in the last X amount of my life. I'm now going to try a deep fried avocado. So, look, baby steps here, baby steps. But we should be fine.
You could be the new Gordon Ramsay, eh?
That's it. That's it. Oh, hey, what's the other dude? The naked chef? But the guy that doesn't get naked? I can be that guy. The one that doesn't take his clothes off.
Not Jamie Oliver.
That's who it was. That's who it was.
Was Jamie Oliver the naked chef? Probably.
Yeah, I think that's what he used to be called, but he didn't take his gear off. I don't get that. But
all right, guys. Love you all. See you, Rusty. Take care,
see you, mate. Speak to you
Thanks
soon.
for the chat.
See ya. Bye. Well, there we go, team. Wow. We've had a couple of us on the air tonight. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. James. I don't think he is. Let's see what else we got here. Bye, James. Bye, James. Bye, James. You won't. Avocado soup. What's your background, James? Can you get Cam back on? No, I think Cam's phone went flat. Avocado's feral. I believe so as well. But we're going to do that deep fried avocado. We'll see how it turns out. It might be fun. I don't know. I missed the first half. Need to watch it. I might be able to try and do this. I think I've been saving these and put them on my Instabook page thing. You know, where you click on it on their name and you got like their name and stuff, and then you got the grid of like all the posts, and then you can like slide or tap the thing across. Somehow they end up in there. I'm really not that tech savvy with this, so yeah. Russell, are you friends with Coco now, mate? I've been friends with Coco since the show, so that's nothing's ever changed that relationship that I've had with Coco. Like, yeah, she's a top chick. Cooper Mount, at least Brock's in his room. I reckon you'll find, mate. That was cool. That was awesome, Rusty. Yeah, you will, mate. Yeah, doing well. Stay on, righto. You feel James. All right, Rusty. What's your physical type? Physical type, mate. To be honest, everything's not about looks with me. So a lot of it's mental as well, and it's just the type of person they are. I know that might sound like a cop out, but hey, yeah, like there are some really attractive women out there. But if they got the personality of a doorknob, how far is your conversation going to go? What else are you going to get out of the relationship? So for me, it's more of the package rather than just the one thing. Cool. Did James make? Don't know about that. Cam was here again in the chat. Oh, was he? I don't know if he was. I can't see him. I don't know how to do this. Any feelings still for Beth? Yeah, look, me and Beth are still mates. That hasn't changed. Yeah, I was chatting to her earlier on tonight. She's a top person, mate. Yeah, so we're still friends. Nothing's really changed from there. We didn't leave on bad terms or anything. So yeah, it's all good. You're so lovely. So down there, destined favorite mass. Oh, thanks for that. Highlights. Get Bryce on here. I don't know how to do this. So the people that are jumping on, I actually don't know how to make it all happen. That's the magical world of the internet somehow. I don't know. My favorite. Oh, thank you. The show is the show real? The show is real. They put you in scenarios that you probably wouldn't normally encounter when you first meet, a partner in the first day or week or month. So the best way to explain it, a month on the show is the equivalent to probably, say, 12 months in a relationship. That's how intense it is, because in a normal relationship, you get to leave, you go to work, they go to work, that sort of stuff. You have your interests away from each other. Whereas on the show, you're there 24/7 together. So it does amplify that relationship. And that's why you can get the reactions you do from the people on the show. It's like they've been together forever. How often you get out and ride your bikes? Going out Saturday to ride and going out the following weekend to race. So a fair bit, try to get out. Have you had any psychological support since Mass? Are you going okay? Yeah, I'm going okay. So once you actually leave the experiment, Channel 9 is really big on duty of care. So they have a duty of care to all contestants or participants, or whatever the term is, like I am, I guess. They have a huge duty of care for mental health. And yeah, there's a lot of things in place for the mental health of all the contestants. Yeah, so which is hats off to Channel 9, hats off to the company that make the show as well. They do it really, really well. They do look after you in that aspect. If you need advice, or if you need to chat to any of them, you can ring them 24/7. They're really good. What's a deal breaker for you personally? Oh, deal breaker. I haven't got many. Once again, it just depends on the type of person. Like, yeah, no, that's a hard one to answer. Hard one to answer over a life. That's more of a sit down, have a few beers, and have a chat about. And direct message I sent you, Philip Mignon Wagyu, cook for dinner, let me know what you think. Yeah, will do, James Rick. Yo, Lily Sex, yep. Is the reunion going to be good? Will the truth come out? Yeah, yeah. Sunday night should be pretty good. There'll be some home truths coming out, that's for sure. I do actually believe someone's been very naughty, according to the adverts, where you see me say, that's naughty. Yeah. Actually, it's actually got to come to dinner. You'll cook you out the best lamb. Yeah. All right, we'll lock that in with Adam. Can you talk underwater? Wild and down. Giving it a shot before, nearly drowned. Don't recommend it. Looks like James Wade, English player darts. You look like the James Wade, an English darts player. Yeah, right. Wow, he must look like me and Dan Andrews. There's like three of us kicking around again. Best such goes. Oh, too bad it didn't work out. Yeah, like I said, Beth, awesome human. It just, it didn't work out for us. Jake love crap on the show. Yeah. Russell, are you old school? Yeah, kind of like an old soul, I guess is the best way to explain it. Yeah, old school. They find a good woman. You said, oh, thank you. Do they pay you on the show? They give you an allowance. You give you an allowance to be on the show. It's not like crazy money. It's not like, hey, I just won the lottery sort of stuff. Because you still got to buy your own food, your own drinks, your own everything when you're away, all your own clothes. You do, like, I didn't have to worry about hair and makeup because just put some gel up there and that's really all that happens. But like the women, they've got to get their fingertips done and their eyeball hair things sorted and these eyeball hair bits above it done. I really don't know what I'm talking about. But as you can imagine, they get all that done and they've got to pay for all that themselves. So, yeah. Did I pay on show? Yep. Ghost said, yeah. Why did you want to be a superhero? Why did you want to be a superhero in year 11? I don't get that one, Cooper. Would you move for love? Yes, I would. I would move for love. Are you actually legally married on the show? No, negative. So in Australia, you are not legally married. In other countries where the show is also made, you are legally married. But in Australia, no, you are not legally married. So your dog wants pets. Right, no, I'm doing the Canon stock rate. Oh, that's pretty cool, Luke. Cool. Hi, are you? I'm good. Tiny. Avocado on the coast. They would want to consider the way they edit things. Yeah, oh, look, it is a show for TV. It is a show for, it's put on for entertainment purposes. So you got to keep that in mind as well when you do watch this. Everything that is said by real people. The emotions are real, but it is an entertainment value thing as well that they got to show. So yeah. Yeah, we'll go to Rusty. Oh, mate, yeah, after I've done this, I can. Where's a good place to ride around Adelaide? I'll race in Gilman next weekend. So that's where it's at. State titles are there. It's going to be huge. You're a gentleman. Love watching you. So thank you. Hey, Dan Andrews. Hey, how are you? Cheers, matey. Hey, Rusty. Is the food at dinner parties good or disgusting? Look, I'm not going to badmouth someone else's cooking. It's sometimes not what you'd think you'd want. Sometimes it looks really great. Other times, I didn't know what it was, or how it was supposed to be eaten, or what it was supposed to taste like. But it was food. So, look, we didn't die, so it mustn't have been that bad, if you know what I mean. Yes, you're not. So, thank you, Rusty. You keep them out of the media. Yeah, I'd probably look. I signed a contract to say I'll put my life on show for X amount of time. Since then, I've been doing this sort of stuff, like getting on the phone and clicking the button on the Instabook, and everyone jumps on there, asks questions, I chat. It is what it is. Yeah, look, if I found someone, I'm not going to put them through this to start with. If they don't want nothing to do with this side of it, that's cool. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Hi from Bristol, England. G'day over there. Besides learning about yourself, what did you take from going on the show? Oh, that's a hard one to answer. I don't think we've got enough time for that one. That's another. That one, hit me up with that question when I'm. Nah, all right. What else I learned? I learned that some people can try and manipulate things their way, and I'm not insinuating names here or anything, but they will try to manipulate things their way to then project who they are because they know what's coming because it's on TV later on. And then when the realization that it's getting closer to getting aired comes on, they project themselves harder or in a different light, or try to. That's what I learned, if that makes sense. You look hot the way you are. Oh, thank you. I'm from Bristol. Oh, yeah. They pay for your wedding. Yeah, look, the show does everything. So they put the wedding on. They put the flowers on, like the little cake. Like we had an awesome cake. That's what they do. That's part of the show, I guess. But I guess that's where it's called Married at First Sight. If they didn't do the married bit, it'd just be, I don't know, first sight, and they wouldn't have to pay for the wedding. I don't know. Yeah. In your year 11 yearbook, you said you want to become a hero. That's what he meant. Thanks, Brock. Don't know what you mean there, mate. I don't know where my year 11 yearbook is. Good question. What was the process of getting chosen for the show? I was a little bit different. I got nominated by a friend to go on the show, so I actually never filled in any of the paperwork. Wasn't until it got to the interview side where they actually Skyped, because we had, the COVID thing going around. Skyped me, and I still thought it was a practical joke. So, but then from there, it was just, have a chat like we're kind of doing now, and they try and get the vibe of who you are, and yeah, then from there it just sort of snowballed, I guess. Just gave you a follow, Rusty. Oh, thanks, mate. How many hours were you locked in dinner party room? Oh, dinner parties go for a period of time. They do go for a period of time, but you got to remember, it's not just flat out all of us in the same room. there is sort of time with your partner where you're away and you're doing other commitments as well with the show. So it's not just like locked in a room for three days straight. So, Brock Duance, what's the best motorbike brand? I'm going to say Husqvarna currently because I've got one. Or Gas. Got one of them as well. How much alcohol is drunk at each dinner party? Not much, because they have the responsible service of alcohol. So they still fall under the RSA of like the government. Kind of similar to like if you go to a pub, you drink too much and they cut you off. On the show, they cut you off as well. So if you look like you've drank too much or you're slurring your words or anything like that, they will cut you off. So they don't stand there, force alcohol down your throat and make you drink. That's been asked a few times, like how drunk do you get? You actually can't get drunk. They just don't serve it. So yeah, from that you go from a couple of beers to a couple of wines to back on the waters, and that's it. Please, what's your star sign? I don't know, but I'm born in June. I think it's Holden Gemini or Holden or whatever that one is. What's your star sign? Got that one? I guess Taurus. I haven't got a Taurus. I think Ford make a Taurus. I've never owned one. Did you get steak at a dinner party? I got steak on the last dinner party last night. You seen? It went pork belly steak, pork belly steak, pork belly steak. So in my world, it went steak, pork belly, steak, pork belly. The only guy that eats steak, flat out, and I got the pork belly. But I did kind of go, "Are you eating that?" And they went, "Nah." I went, "Swapsies, ate mine. You eating that?" "Nah." Swapsies, ate that one. Hello from New Zealand. G'day, Rusty. Did you get portrayed in reality? Oh, yeah, kind of. Is it 3 hours, 6 hours into the party room? Oh, look, it sometimes goes longer. It can go longer than that. Yep. Husqvarna bike I rode for years, currently on Honda CRF, Alana J. Smith. Yeah, right. That's pretty cool. I just come off a CRF 250 and an RMZ 450, and now I got the FC Husky 350. Can you bring in a flask or pre-drink for dinner party? No, you can't. You can't bring nothing in. So you go in and, yeah, that's really about it. So you can't sit there. And there's, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they have a lot of camera angles for when they film. Like, they can change the angle very, very quickly. It's because there's a lot of cameras. So if you were trying to sneak drinks in, they'd probably pick up on that very quickly. I think you got more chance of like robbing a bank and not getting caught with cameras than anything on this show. How do you eat only meat and stay slim? No, I do eat veggies. I like chips tonight. So that's like a veggie cooked in veggie oil. So that just makes it healthier. 2 times the veggies. Yeah, but I do eat other stuff as well. I just like to profess more about the meat. Is that a shock to watch yourself back? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's strange sitting back watching my head on TV. So I still don't understand why people like you guys are wanting to watch people like me watch me watching me on TV. But yeah, it blows my mind. It's cool, but it just blows my mind. Marco said to say hello. And oh, g'day, Marco. Marco's a good guy. I used to work with Marco a long time ago up in the Territory. Is there security? There is a form of security because it's a rather large show. And there's a few people kicking around with cameras that try to sneak in, get photos and stuff. So there's enough people walking around trying to stop them guys. Yeah. So other than that, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that you probably wouldn't even think about how many people are there. I'd hate to guess, but there'd be hundreds of people everywhere. Would you ever go on the show again? Maybe, but it depends on where I'm at with my life. Depends on where I'm at with everything else. I'm not ruling it out because you never say never. It was a good experience. It was a different experience. It was something not a lot of people get to do. So, hey, look, I'm all for life experiences, and this was a pretty big one. Do you like sweets? Yes, I do. I'm a bit of a fan for ice cream. Ice cream and dark chocolate, like old Jamaica, like old gold. Put that in the freezer. Oh, game changer. That, Tim Tams, and Chico babies. Yeah. Who do you still talk to in the experiment? Mandy Vega. Well, mate, we had Cam came on earlier. James came on earlier. I still speak to a lot of people. I was Switzerland throughout the whole show. So, like, I didn't try and pick fights with people or anything like that. I was just being myself and treating people the way that they treat me. So I'll still speak to a lot of people. Chips equals veggies. That's amazing. From now on, I love my veggies. That's it. Was it hard to get on the show, Banksy? No, it wasn't for me, because apparently I got on there and people are now watching me. So, yeah, I don't think it was, but I don't know how many people apply either. I've got no idea. No, you're at the footy club. This is true. I was at the footy club last week. Do you guys have parties in your rooms? No, not really. So they kind of have some rules in place where they don't want you, like, going out and doing some silly stuff. So not really parties as per se. Have a few drinks in your room. That doesn't matter. I mean, we're all adults, so yeah, is what it is. Oh, gold cherry ripe is awesome. This is true. I've actually got a few cherry ripes. Should we go have a look at the cherry ripes? Should we go for a tour of my freezer? I don't know how many people we got. Let's go for a stroll. Let's go have a look at something. Let's go see what's in my freezer. So I don't know if you guys have ever done this before to anyone, but we're going for a walk. All right. We're going for a stroll. We'll probably hear my nephews wake up in a minute. Who wants to see what's in my freezer? All right. Something a little bit different. Are you ready? Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. Cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripe. Cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripe, cherry ripes. Heaps of them. How good's that? Anyone want a cherry ripe? They're the big ones. They were only like $1.50 each. I don't know how much they were actually. I just bought the box. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, crikey. That got us a few questions. Do you have any parties? No, done that. Oh, gold cherry ripe. Okay, Miss Martin Tams. Yep. You prefer Netflix or Disney Plus? Never watched Disney Plus in my life. I'm not trying to promote it, but I've never watched it. I got Netflix, so does that count? Can you go do your own thing without cameras during the show? Yeah, if you're not filming, you're free to do whatever, to be honest. So as long as you don't have commitments for filming. Do you have a wedding photo still at your house? No, I didn't. I let Beth keep the wedding photo. No, I didn't. So I don't have a copy of it. But to be honest, I've probably got one of the easiest weddings to watch, like to reminisce on, because I can just jump on 9 now and see it. Like, I guess that's fairly easy, or even YouTube maybe. I don't know. I think there's a few like outtakes of like Hi Josh and that, who does a pretty better impression of my wedding than me at my wedding. So that was pretty funny. Toothache coming up. Yeah, oh, this is true. How tall are you? Wait, how tall are you? Oh, I'm like 183 centimeters. Someone said that's like 6 foot the other night. So I thought it was 5'11", but yeah, not quite. Cherry ripe, Cherry ripe King. Yep. Hello, Lisa Buggy. Yep. Rusty, do you want a drink? Yes, please, buddy. If you're watching, that would be golden. I think I left my bottle out there, mate. Do you have a curfew on the show? Yeah, you got a curfew where you can't go out, and they don't want you going out after X amount of hours or certain hours. But saying that as well, it was because of filming in Sydney. You know, and there was that COVID stuff around, and you know, there's a duty of care, and you know, if one of the cast or one of the crew got COVID, then production would have got shut down. Like we all got COVID tested 3-4 times a week. Yeah, so once again, that's a Channel 9 and Animal Shine duty of care thing for not just us, but also their, you know, all their workers and that. So it's a duty of care on them as well. Do you get film? Do you get a bit bored? Do you get a bit boring when you weren't filming? Oh, yes and no. I had my push bike there, so I just go for a pedal. That kept me going. Where are you from? Adelaide. I'm from Adelaide, Jane. I'll see you next time you go to Coles or Woolworths. Oh, Gold have a new cherry ripe block. It's delicious. Oh, I'll have to look into this. Hi there. Where was your wedding suit from, Rusty? It was from, that's a very good question. I can't answer that off the top of my head. They're in Norwood. They're in Norwood. Oh, I should know. I don't know if I flick up my phone to find old mate's phone number, which has got the business name, I don't know if it's going to kill this. So, but yeah, no, that's a very good question. I'm going to put that up. That's a very good question. Yeah, mate, what'll be fine. Thanks, dude. Mark, Karen, Hayday, say hi from G-Town. How are we over there, team? How are we? Are you under contract with MAFS? Yes. So we'll sign a piece of paper that states certain things that we can and can't talk about. Yeah, so we'll just basically, if I seem to be skimming past some questions, it's because I'm not allowed to talk about it. Easy as that. What time do you normally go to bed? Basically, whenever I fall asleep. Yeah, it could be anywhere from, what is it now? 9 o'clock. Could be anywhere from 9 to, I don't know, 2, past 1 in the morning. Was the food cold at dinner parties? Yeah. Sometimes it was cold. Sometimes it looked magnificent. It just wasn't up to temperature. Like, it'd been cooked and it may have gotten cold. But see, that happens a lot as well. Like, if you're people sitting around talking, you don't want to be rude, you don't want to be eating in front of them, and your food goes cold. So no different to that. When are you allowed to talk about it? I don't actually know. I've read the contract. I've just gone, there's a lot of things that are probably best left unsaid. So there's no point going out and advertising for what they are. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Were you born in Adelaide, and do you want to stay in Adelaide? Do you like travel? Yep. So Adelaide, born and bred. Pardon me. Yeah, I love Adelaide. I've always flown back to Adelaide, so I've been lucky enough to work overseas, work in different states in mining, all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, always came back to Adelaide. Adelaide's always been home for me, so yeah, that works for me. And do you like travel? Yeah, I've got a couple of passports that have run out of spaces because of the stamps. So yeah, love traveling, but yeah, love coming home as well. Love sleeping in my own bed. Dan fan, okay. You want to say hello? Yeah, let's say hello to my little young nephew. This is Brock. Hi, team. Sit down, mate. Let's have a chat. We'll see if Brock wants to. See if there's anything here that anyone here that knows Brock. Do you reckon we look the same? Can you tell that we're related? Do you reckon we're related? No. Who do you reckon's faster on a motorbike? The guy wearing the Husqvarna racing t-shirt or the guy wearing the Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt? I know who's quicker. Hi, Brock.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Nah. Is it true that Liam had stuff edited out the last dinner party? Yes, you look the same. That person there thinks we look the same.
Yeah, pretty close.
Pretty close. Well, we should, but he's my nephew. I'm the good-looking one. He's my nephew. Nah, I'm only joking. He's got me covered, this guy does. He's got muscles. I haven't. I've got a gut. Was everyone pretty much drunk at the end of the dinner parties? Nah, not everyone was drunk. Hi, Brock. How you doing? From Shelley something or other. I like motorbikes. You, Rusty, you. Yeah. We'll just have a look here. No. How old are you, Brock? How old are you, Brock?
14.
14. He's 14 in the big world. Hey, Brock, how's racing going? And Brock is definitely quicker. Who's that? Oh, that's Michaela.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean he's quicker than me? We've actually never... Have we been on the track at the same time?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah. Who won?
Me, I filled you in.
Oh, he won, yeah. Well, so he may be quicker. He may be a little bit quicker than me. Yeah. 14, what'd you do in the mines? Man, I'm a fitter. So just a diesel mechanic. Fix the tractors. That's really it. Keep the tractors tractoring. Hey, Brock, what's your favourite chocolate bar?
Old gold Jamaica.
Old gold Jamaica. Yeah, that's a good call. Show your gut. No, I'm not showing me gut. People's phones will break. Brock is faster. I think so. Yeah, right. Looks like you've got some fans on this, mate.
Maybe we'll have to live stream a race.
You reckon we should? You reckon we should live stream a race? You reckon, how can we do that? You reckon I can mount my phone to the bike?
Record straight from your GoPro.
Can you GoPro to the Instabook?
Don't know. Probably connect it.
So, well, here we go. We got some more here. All right, Brock's faster. I think so. Sonic is a hard game to finish. Yep, I think it is. Brock, Ducati or Harley Davidson? Ducati. Sports bikes. Well, underground or overcut? Nah, underground minor. I have played with the pit fairies before over in Freeport, over in Indonesia, western half of Papua. But yeah, generally play underground. Did Brock watch this year's maths?
Some of it.
Some of it. I reckon he's faster than you, Rusty. Yeah, I reckon he is as well. Well, apparently he says he is. So the young fella reckons he's got me covered. So we'll have to organise another race. Rusty, I think you and I need to have a race. Quite possibly. Does Brock support your search for a partner?
Yes, but it's not going too well at the moment.
It's not going too well at the moment. He's like my wingman. Yeah, hasn't worked out well so far, but yeah. Yes, a real morning. Yeah, the show's a joke, mate. Yeah, if you were to go on another reality show, what would it be? What show do you reckon I should go on if they ask me?
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior. Watch me climb a rope and fall down and tweak my knee.
Yeah, with Adam.
Yeah, with Pidge. What other show?
Ooh.
Bachelorette. You reckon? Well, is that the one where I get to pick, or is that the one where they pick me?
I think that's when they pick you.
Yeah, right. Right. Yes, good call. Hang on, we're going to go back here. So if you're going to go, yes, good call, Brock. Hope you both have an awesome night. We will. What do you think about landed in Georgia? Oh, don't know. Don't know. We'll leave that one. Brock's good looking. Apparently, eh? Yes, it is. What's your favourite track to race on? What's your favourite track?
Ooh. Probably either Gilman or Renmark.
Oh, I like Gilman. But this little nutter here, which is this guy, he's like smashes them at enduros as well. Like he's better than me at enduros. So yeah. See, if I sit like this, you see like my 5 chins. It's no good. No good at all. Where's Cody at? Cody's in bed. The big guy's having a lay down. He's doing work experience this week, so he's working out what it's like to do 30 hours of work, and he's coming home tired. How will you feel if Brock gets married first? I've got him covered. I've been married more times than he has, so I win that one. Go on, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Yeah, but I'm not that. I don't know. Am I a celebrity? Would you count me as a celebrity? Really, I'm just a spud. I'm just
Not up to 10,000 yet.
I know. I'm just a spud from TV. I wouldn't call me a celebrity. Celebrity's like a famous person. I'm just a muppet. Go on, Survivor. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be cool. Little island somewhere. Get my Bear Grylls on.
Something like that.
Yeah. Big Brother. I counted 6. Yeah. Celebrity, get me out of here. I meant to say, yeah. All right, bro. Russ Versa, yes. Oh, I don't know if they'd put me on that. I don't know how to go and someone yell at me as well. Like, I'd probably turn around and tell them where to go. I don't know. Like, are you allowed to? I don't know. So, how many times you been married? Oh, once on the show. I know that much. So, yes, you are a celeb. Oh, thank you. Dancing with the Stars. Oh, drunk me doing Dancing on the Stars, maybe. Sober me, no good. I wouldn't be as limber as I would be. So, all right, team. look, it's getting late. It's 9:02. I've got a frozen cherry ripe. I've got to eat. Now, I don't actually want to eat on Instagram. Because I'll probably mess it up and end up with chocolate all over my face and stuff like that. So, hang on. Right, a couple more questions, then I'll get call it. Dancing with the Stars. MKR, My Kitchen Rules. Oh, maybe. I'm not that good of a cook though.
Cook one of your steaks.
Big,
That's all you got to do.
big steak. That's it. If only there was a dirt bike show. Yeah, I know. But for that, I'd have to be able to ride. I'm not very good on a bike, so I don't think I'd be any good on that either. Are you friends with Beth? Yep, spoke to her earlier today. So, yep, still friends with Beth. How would you go with spiders in the jungle? Yeah, spiders don't bother me. Snakes don't bother me. The only thing I'm not a fan of is like sharks. Pretty sure there's no sharks in the jungle, so no, we should be good. Long time for bed. This is true. Frozen, why frozen? If they're not frozen, I eat them too quick. I've got no self-control when it comes to chocolate. All right? This is my kryptonite. If it's not frozen, I will eat it too quick. Bedtime, frozen. Yep, bedtime in Adelaide. Yep. Enjoy cherry ripe. Will do. Daily Mail is watching. Awesome. Thanks, Ali. Cherry ripe with ice cream. This is true. Waiting for you to eat that chocolate. Oh, no. Brock, lovely to chat to you and Rusty. Oh, look at that. Everyone's jumping on the Brock bandwagon here. Hey, he's got to get more Instabook people than me shortly. What's going to happen there? What sort of questions they ask? Mate, we'll do that next time. What's your favourite movie? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Let's roll with that. This has been so much fun. Thanks for making us ask. Yep, righto. Good tip. Really be a crack up on travel guides. You get travel amazing places. Yeah, maybe. What footy team? I'll go for Port Adelaide. Mighty Port Adelaide. We won a grand final once. May have lost one by a couple of points last time. So, yeah, all good. All right, team. It's been a pleasure. See you to everyone.
Hey, everyone.
See you guys. We'll speak to you next time. Have fun.